Yo bro, welcome to my stream, glad to see you here. Let's do this! Of course, the cursor. Right, what the heck were we doing? An exile raid? Outlaws intercepted medical supplies meant for initiative outposts, and you've been asked to hit outlaw bases and reclaim them for redistribution. Boosting the signal. Place receiver on EOS. Wine by me.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors on the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is Agent S.
I don't care what she says. We can't work.
This isn't going to work. Just give me another chance.
Hey, Vetra. Have you heard anything about some lab techs coming out of deep freeze?
Oh yeah, Kesh was mentioning that when we caught up.
Oh, wonderful. I'll have to pop by to say hello as soon as I'm done here.
Oh, I wouldn't do that just now. Apparently most of them have the cryo grumpies.
Ah, the dreaded cryo grumpies. I'll make sure to bring coffee with me and sugar. Lots of sugar.
He was being an ass.
Codex. Technology. Research and development. Weapon, armor, and armor mods. Andromeda Initiative equipment is designed to be modular and adaptable to any situation. Weapons and armor in particular are built with the understanding that they will be customized multiple times in the field over their operational lifetime. Gun modifications can be purchased from appropriate locations or recovered in the field. Each weapon's targeting computer also contains an adaptive integration VI that analyzes the mod on installation, adjusts the weapon's balance, heatsink requirements, and ammunition block accordingly, and sends a list of any additional components to the user's Omni tool for manufacturing. The process typically takes only a few minutes. Settling Helios. Technology. Forward stations. Automated forward stations are part of the initial wave of exploration or colonist deployment. They contain valuable resource caches for explorers to resupply, repair stations for vehicles, and ground-penetrating sensors to identify mineral deposits. Their presence improves the chance of a planet being considered viable. When a planet is seriously considered for settlement or a survey is ongoing, forward stations are seeded into orbit via automated barges. Once summoned to a designated zone, forward stations descend and anchor themselves on the ground, becoming valuable landmarks. Most Scouts rovers have forward stations connectivity, allowing them to be summoned to the stations. Current resource constraints mean that in theory only Pathfinders have official sanction to call down forward stations. In reality, reports show that enterprising colonists or unscrupulous scavengers have been known to hack the signals to raid the stations for supplies. Technology. Mining. Without a steady supply of minerals and metallic ores, the initiative's engineering capabilities grind to a halt. With plans so far off schedule, it's even more important to gather resources wherever possible. On the ground, Pathfinder scanners and the ground-penetrating radars of forward stations assist in locating resources for immediate harvest, or for colonies beginning their own mining operations. In space, initiative starships can pinpoint resources from orbit. Each ship is equipped with probes that contain both a sensor beacon and robotic drones that can harvest at least a percentage of any deposits quickly. The Nexus has relied on asteroid mining for the raw materials to support the construction efforts, which yield heavy metals and platinum. The Scourge is a rich source of element zero, but the hazardous conditions destroy most robotic telepresence, making it an expensive pursuit. Most prospectors look on nearby planets for jettisoned rock and debris from the Scourge, which often contains ESO deposits. Technology, terraforming. Terraforming is the science of making planets more viable for life. Soft terraforming involves the introduction of bacteria or ocean algae to bind toxic gases or adjust a hostile ecology. Hard terraforming is often conducted on arid planets with a thin atmosphere, using the impact of a comet or asteroid to warm the planet before introducing microbial life. This process can take centuries. Terraforming even a barren planet often involves significant financial and ethical hurdles. The Andromeda Initiative has the capability for terraforming if necessary, but is limited by the timeframes involved. The Golden Worlds surveyed from the Milky Way were intended to support quick colonist deployment, with second-tier candidates identified for potential terraforming later. If the remnant vault on Eos is intended for terraforming, as evidence shows, its function is unprecedented. The ability to effect change on a global scale in such a short time defies our understanding of planetary science. Ugh. Ships and vehicles. ND-1 Nomad. Seeking a suitable scout rover, the Andromeda Initiative purchased a promising but rejected design from the Systems Alliance military. The issue quickly became apparent. On rough terrain without the bracing of heavy armor, the chassis was prone to twist. The Initiative had already developed lightweight but strong memory alloys which solved this problem. The resulting ND-1 Nomad exchanges heavy armaments for superior agility. The rover has a tripartite element zero core, which allows fine control over acceleration and a more modest helium-3 fuel cost for its microthrusters. Its lighter weight enables both 6-wheel drive 6WD and 4-wheel drive 4WD and 4-wheel steering for hazardous surfaces. Fitting the Initiative's adaptive philosophy, the Nomad can be customized with appropriate camouflage or initiative colors. When necessary during long-haul exploration, the rover contains an emergency shelter. It can produce potable water from its hydrogen-oxygen fuel cells, though scientists recommend adding a flavor pack to its first. The Tempest. The Tempest is a survey ship designed for long-range, long-term exploration under a Pathfinder's command. Its lightweight and efficient design allows it to operate with a small crew and minimal resources. Built by the Andromeda Initiative, the Tempest makes use of several once proprietary technologies, including an IES stealth system originally developed by the Systems Alliance. Many of these systems were permitted on the condition that the Tempest only operate in the Andromeda Galaxy. The Tempest engine is a variation on the Ark's Odyssey drives that allow them long-term operation, capturing a percentage of the static buildup in capacitors. The recycled electrical charge powers several of the Tempest on-board systems. As a Pathfinder vessel, the Tempest has research and development facilities, laboratories, and a well-appointed meeting space to accommodate dignitaries anticipating any potential first contact scenarios. Tempest technology. The Tempest required a number of experimental technologies to accommodate the unique requirements of a Pathfinder team. Its planetary surface imaging, for example, uses photosensitive and radar leader-emitting microsatellites that coordinate with the Tempest router back to SAM node. I then conduct simulated scientific and probability studies on the data before presenting the Pathfinder with a summarized analysis, typical in 0.5 seconds. The Tempest computer network presented interesting challenges. As most Milky Way computer systems have anti-AI safeguards built in, the Tempest network had to be designed from scratch to accommodate my interaction with the ship's systems. Firmware bridges inspired by the studies into Geth networking technology allow me to temporarily interact with and augment sensors, communications, and the ship's navigation array. Given the desire to reduce mass without sacrificing safety, the electrical charge from the Tempest capacitors is used to keep the ship stable. Via prototype piezoelectric vibration reduction (PVR) technology. When the ship's superstructure is bent by vibrators, such as during atmospheric re-entry or complex flight maneuvers, piezoelectric elements receive an electrical charge that bends bulkheads in the opposite direction, reducing vibrations and smoothing the ship's flight path. Tempest research capabilities. Pathfinders are often the first to encounter new potential threats or available technology. The Tempest is therefore equipped for sophisticated research and development in the field to support the fast turnaround of any necessary upgrades or analysis. Its research center syncs with the Tech Lab systems, giving insight into the capabilities of new materials and their potential applications. My connection to Arc Hyperion and the Nexus allows me to transfer data and latest discoveries from the scientists stationed there. Quantum computing enables multiple complex simulations to be run simultaneously, and new components or configurations can be tested virtually before they are built. Tempest Stealth System. In 2183, the Systems Alliance and the Turian Hierarchy co-developed the IES Internal Mission Sync stealth system for small military frigates. It's unknown how the initiative acquired this system for its survey ships, as IES stealth technology is classified. Despite valid security certificates, no record of negotiations exists in the Nexus legal archives. An IES stealth system is designed to capture the heat and radiation emitted by all starships in refrigerated storage sinks, effectively removing the ship from sensors. Initiative starship systems are streamlined to emit less electromagnetic and particle radiation and to lower heat production. This reduces the amount of emissions to be stored. Additionally, breakthroughs in cryogenic research allow the storage sinks to be more effectively refrigerated, allowing longer stealth time before the sinks must be vented for safety. The Tempest can remain stationary in stealth for several hours, or travel at FTL and silent running for shorter periods. Tempest Laboratories. The Tempest is equipped for long-range survey and scientific studies, which are carried out at the ship's two main labs. The Biolab is equipped to hydroponically grow both Milky Way and Andromeda plant life for research and consumption. The plants also clean the ship's air and generate a modest amount of oxygen. Sealed observation chambers are set up to study small fauna, sequence genetic material, or simulate bacterial growth in carefully controlled conditions. All biomatter entering or leaving the labs is subjected to additional quarantine measures. The Tech Lab is used for engineering and technical studies, spectral analysis using laser apparatus, and for analyzing the capabilities of discovered technology. New minerals or metals can be subjected to additional resistance testing before being used in the Tempest Research Center. Because of the potential volatility of new materials, the Tech Lab is equipped with heavy radiation shielding and can be sealed off in an emergency. Planets and locations. The Scourge. The Scourge is the colloquial term for a huge and extremely dangerous interstellar phenomena sighted across much of the Helios cluster. It appears to be cloud spreading in tendrils that affect planets and surrounding space, destroying starships that attempt to pass through or near it. Early study of the Scourge has been difficult, and it does not match any previously known stellar body, leading to many wild theories about its nature. Given the problems in observation in the Scourge's unaccounted effects on gravity, some have even suggested it is a dark energy phenomena in the literal sense, meaning a form of energy that has no electromagnetic interaction and thus can be detected, hence dark, yes, yet has strong negative pressure, causing expansive effects on a cosmic scale. Though the Scourge's characteristics don't match our current understanding of dark energy, these theories persist while further observations are taken. The Scourge is aggressively drawn to remnant structures on planet, though the cause of the attraction is not yet fully understood. This manifests as further tendrils of dust and radioactive particles that cling to the surface of remnant technology and interfere with its operations. Either this matter was left behind after the planet in question passed through the Scourge itself, or even distant interaction with remnant technology can cause the Scourge to coalesce spontaneously. In either case, even the minor manifestation of the Scourge demands additional caution when approaching remnant sites. No long-range data showed any sign of the Scourge before departure to the Helios cluster. Nexus scientists suggest it must have appeared in the intervening centuries while the arcs traveled to Andromeda. One of the Scourge's more interesting characteristics is that it appears artificial. Its origin point is yet to be determined, but the pattern of the tendrils and the composition of the cloud could not have been caused by any celestial event known to astrophysics. Investigations are ongoing, though slowed by the deadly conditions created by the Scourge. Eos. Eos designated Habitat 1 was the earliest golden world identified for outpost placement. Named for the Greek goddess of dawn by Jean Garson personally, Eos embodied the hope of the Andromeda Initiative for a new start. On arrival, the Nexus discovered that the world projected to be arid but comfortably habitable was now ravaged by radioactive fallout from the Scourge. The planet's atmosphere is racked by storms that have spread the radiation across continents. Periodic 130 km per hour winds strip equipment and damage shuttles. Reports from the Nexus include a sanitized account of 2 attempts to colonize the planet, both of which ended in failure and an acceptable loss of life. There is also a significant cat presence on Eos, apparently investigating mysterious signals on the surface. Eos is now off limits to unauthorized Nexus personnel, as the Nexus leadership believe it is no longer viable. Activating the vault discovered below Eos' surface has a dramatic and immediate effect. Radioactive particles are being stripped from the atmosphere by unknown means, and the resulting temperature changes are calming Eos' high winds. The planet's moisture levels are already showing improvement. Prodromos, the first Pathfinder established outpost, has been founded in Fairwinds Basin, with Mayor August Bradley in charge. The Nexus is broadcasting footage of departing colonists and the new conditions on Eos across all communication channels. Rider! The ties that bind. You still mourn the loss of your father, Alec, a man you loved and respected. You hoped you'd have made him proud as Pathfinder. You started the search for answers to the mystery about why your father made you a Pathfinder. You visited your sister Sarah while she was still in coma. You're honest with your sister and told her dad was killed on Habitat 7. You're honest with Sarah about the struggles you faced in finding home. Oh, it means something, alright. I hope so. The Andromeda Initiative non-associates PB. I can't recall whether we read that or not. PB describes herself freely as the foremost Milky Way expert on the Remnant and their technology. It is difficult to verify her qualifications for this, as many Nexus personnel records have been lost. DNA and fingerprint matches give the name Pelassaria bisaeli, although according to the revival schedule, that individual should still be in stasis. PB's only comment is, nothing like getting a head start. Piecing together information from Eos and the Nexus, PB was born on the planet Hietania in the Milky Way. After voyaging to Andromeda on the Nexus, she left the station some months ago to explore the Helios cluster alone and became fascinated by the Remnant. She has classified and dismantled several types of Remnant bot, but she prefers to keep her findings private for now. Psychologically, PB demonstrates both extremely high intelligence and hyper-individualism. Her restlessness is typical of many Asari in the mating phase of life, though few go so far as to visit another galaxy. Nakmor Drag. As verified by Nexus records and his own claims, the Krogan mercenary Nakmor Drag is among the oldest beings to join the Andromeda Initiative. He originally traveled on the Nexus along with many other members of Clan Nakmor, but left after the Nexus uprising. Born on Tuchanka around 700 CE, Drake was a young warrior when the Krogan rebellions began in earnest. He and his Krant accounted for 200 kills, which Drake claims includes 3 of the then newly founded Council Spectres. After the Solarian-designed Genophage ended the rebellions, various bounties and military bulletins showed Drake chose a new path as a pirate and soldier of fortune for whatever conflicts came his way. Over centuries of fighting, multiple injuries required several his limbs and organs to be replaced with cybernetics. Eventually, Drake says his search for the last horizon brought him to Andromeda. Drake did not travel alone. He accompanied most of his clan to Andromeda, including granddaughter Nekmor Cash and clan leader Nekmor Morda. Cash and Drake maintain a close relationship, exchanging regular messages no matter where their duties in Helios take them. Nexus Pathfinder HQ. The Pathfinder headquarters on the Nexus is designed to record and celebrate the achievements of the Initiative's Pathfinders, while also providing space for them to relax and regroup off duty. The Pathfinder HQ is not normally open to the general populace, but Director Ten has permitted guided tours since Arc Hyperion's rendezvous with the Nexus. The Pathfinder HQ preserves mission-significant items, mineral samples, and planetary surveys. If and when the initial settlement phase is complete, the Pathfinder HQ will contain a historical record of the Pathfinder's efforts to colonize Helios. Meanwhile, Director Ten has established his offices here as part of his duties in overseeing Pathfinder operations. Nexus Hydroponics. The Nexus' original encounter with the Scourge caused heavy damage to the station. Reports show that Hydroponics suffered the brunt of the damage, deepening the resource crisis. In response, Dr. Elliot Camden, the new head of Hydroponics, requested that plants be distributed throughout the station to prevent similar losses. According to station resource allocation, Hydroponics currently accounts for 38% of the Nexus water ice consumption. After undergoing reverse osmosis to remove heavy metals, the water is divided into reservoirs for each plant variety, and a macronutrient mix is added. The ice systems constantly monitor the pH, temperature, and dissolved solids count of these reservoirs. Alright, for now I am tired of reading. We need to do something. Yes, return to Tempest. We must go to EOS and place a communications tower.
All systems green.
Green.
Ryder,
Suvi.
I should get back to things.
sounds good.
Everything around here is so damn shiny.
The ship's brand new. Be nice to keep her that way a little longer.
Fewer germs, too.
Buy-sell kiosk we have here. Piranha. Ultra rare shotgun. Omniblade 2. Remnant decryption key. Cryo ammo. Yeah, we've got most of this stuff. Where's our sidewinder? Where the fuck is our sidewinder? Weapons. Sidewinder pistol. Select. Now how do I... Rare blueprint. What the fuck is wrong with this? Deep impact. Pistols, come on. Yes! What? We need beryllium. Oh fuck, we need nickel. Oh crap.
I can try talking to him for you.
That's kind, Subi, but I don't think it will help. Gil, O'Connell and Serena spent months getting our systems coordinated. You can't just strip and redesign those connections on the fly. Gil? I know you can hear me.
The whole ship can hear you. I'm just not listening.
You're fighting again?
I'm thinking the same, believe me. What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Whatever Gil's doing is probably necessary. But all in all, wait, can we do this? No rewards to collect. 13 minutes. Okay. Where's PB anyway? I can't see our pie jack anyway. And anywhere.
Need something?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me. Back again?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Nothing new. Let's stay optimistic.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pie jack scratch its butt?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the kid. The absolute single-mindedness.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
We'll miss this Shepard.
Messing with that vault feels like early brain surgery. Just poking and hoping.
As long as it helps us to live here, I don't care how the vault's doing it.
Magnificently. That's how.
I prefer tech with more exposed bolts. If you can't open it, you don't own it.
Single-mindedness means absence of tactics, Pepper Point.
Hi there. Just checking in.
What's up?
Flirting.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I always have time for you.
Oh yes.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Yes, lean inside the box.
Yes?
I'm interested in you.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
These options. Wait, we can use these stairs.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Right. Boosting the signal. Yes, let's do at least one side quest tonight.
Pythias system. Home of Eos and Prodromos.
Yeah, I like that he's announcing that.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
The fuck is happening?
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
Yeah. Wait, it's behind me. Where the fuck am I?
Radiation levels increasing. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Plus 11 aluminum and 85 iron.
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
We gotta return back to base.
Radiation levels normal. Life support is back online.
You gotta be kidding me.
Detecting above normal radiation levels. Radiation levels normal. Life support at 100%.
That was before Connor marked the salvagers right down to their hands.
Their stuff's all military surplus, though. Makes me nervous having it in lockup.
What's this? I believe that this area is off limits as well. Wait, there's a safe place here somewhere. Lower.
Henderson at the shuttle landing pad told me. He heard a pilot.
Izzy, you've got to stop listening to every rumor that comes in.
What's this? Formal request for Darknet Irvian number 28. Making the request again, Bradley. I know it's not your fault. I know it's supposed to be second wave, but I want a trail so that when all this calms down in a few years we can get proper outraged about how long it took to reunite families, especially ones hurt during the Site 112 mess. You know broken promise is a thing, right? Requesting the deployment of Darknet Irvian. Darket TRV 8-84-Crispin, Exo Studies Specialist. Reason she's an asset that will have viability. Also my daughter. Merchant. Carnifex 2. 213 damage. Rocks for science. Memory trigger. Cultivation. Collect plant samples. Scan emergency muster sites. The Major Domo at Prodromos added the names of Site 1 and Site 2 casualties to the list of survivors, and something doesn't add up. There are still people missing from Promise and Resilience. Evidence might be found explain those still missing at a number of possible emergency muster points. Right, let's check it out. It's a mission after all. We failed at inserting the transmitter. What was that? Where's these cats? Dudes.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind. Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice, obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that spooked, go hide behind the four giants. I'm busy.
Damn it, we've got to find them before they get themselves killed.
Communications array. Data standard issue com array. Registration outpost Prodromos. Sign out at 8 Jennings. Open comm channel. Frequency 122.8. A standard issue communications array with minor send aberrations.
Lexi, found another colonist.
Where?
We're so close. I just know it. Once we get that linguist, we'll crack it. There's so much tech here. It has to help. Then I can see Carrie again. Been a slow start, but we've got
Radiation
this.
levels increasing.
Oh no.
There's a timer for save the crew, but I don't know where is it. 4 giants. Janes.
No! Damn it.
The Remnant aren't all bots and maybe blue skies. Stay careful.
I like busting dunes, getting all 6 wheels off the ground.
We're outfitted best we can be.
This place is a strain on our gear, but so is everywhere else.
I've got 40 seconds left. I hope that I'll get there in time.
Enemy!
Oh, come on.
Help us! Please!
Nullifier. Nullifier anchors to the ground and launches energy projectiles that pass through solid objects, while anchoring the nullifier is difficult to damage. speak with the survivors. Oh, we've got some loot there. Nitrate infuser. Rarefied filaments.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the Remnant didn't work out.
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasparic? Yeah, I bet. These Remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
How many people need to get hurt before you stop this?
Pathfinder's got a point, Jennings.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Viability plus 2%. Current EOS viability 82%. Plus 800 experience points.
Tough to get used to life on this rock. Too long staring at it from the Nexus and knowing we'd failed.
A hard world, but you can get used to anything if you try.
I heard someone request EOS deployment. Made me smile.
What's this? Platinum mineral node. Plus 10 Helios research data. Wait, I can't use it. Why? Wait, what was that? Oh, was that? Wait, they want me to escort them back to base? Really? Find the work rosters. Oh, we didn't do that.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
We found the crew, but the game still wants us to find the work roster. Oh yes, health points please.
Radiation within safe levels. Life support is stable.
Those were some smooth moves back there, Costa.
Don't tell anyone, but I learned that from a vid. Edifice Rex.
Ah, yes. That's a classic. But I prefer the Batarian version.
Damn, hardcore.
Amazing.
What's this? Technical equipment. Kagutsuchi, automated wire extruder, current material processed copper ore. Current cycle 1 hour 5 minutes. This equipment produces high-grade copper wiring. Technical equipment, the LSM Mark III fabricator, caution high temperature process, current cycle 3 hours 19 minutes. This fabricator produces nano-etched lenses which have multiple scientific and military applications. Can't save the game.
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'm Fox, Chief Engineer for Prodromos. Anything you need, ask away.
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The Remnants are a wild card, but Bradley says you have them covered. It'll take work, no question, but I think EOS is really going to be something.
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs. Well, not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
There's a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance.
What are the other outpost staff like?
Like Connor, you mean? She's pretty fun when you get to know her. Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
Bye, Fox.
Have a good one.
Datapad. Work rosters Week 2. Watercourse Repair Team. Kane Fox Team Leader. Lorelei Smith Water Pipes. Matthew Kinnison VI Reprogramming. Attachment Course Damage Sheet .hsm. Weather Monitoring Device Setup. Axel Jennings Team Leader. Sam Varax. Jamie Kasparek. Attachment Monitoring Device Logs .hsm.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings. Assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert.
Only one location matches the sound from the medical equipment. A monolith.
Let's go.
So we've completed the quest, alright. What else do we have here? Right, let's scan these sites.
Detecting above normal radiation levels. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
EOS feels more like a home, but it's still mostly hard work.
EOS will have holidays, once we figure out the seasons.
Not exactly a Christmas-type planet.
Why did you explode grenade? It's fun that we may avoid being hit by using melee attacks.
Someone's made a home for themselves.
People are determined to get something out of EOS.
And that strange tech. Let's follow the trail.
What trail?
Enemies!
Where?
Should be a memorial or monument when there's time.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
We knew Promise would die. All we could do is watch it happen.
Radiation levels normal.
Live records coordination. Forward station Nexus live link conflict. Ongoing geological mismatch. Expanding data collation to live reports known. Reporting spec Karen Muir. Live link begins and it's just a mess. Wait, going live? Let's have a look at EOS. The Pathfinder is really pushing exploration. The first two sites didn't get this, but in the world, no. It's just still amazing to me. EOS is so different than we expected. Thought we were so smart with that get a relay scope method, but 600 years changed it all. Well, of course that's short for a planet, but look at it. Oh wait, it's recording block audio. It just needs manual input. Live link ends. Receiving live EOS telemetry coordinating with known. More data indeed needed. Additional forward station coordination required. Magres geosounding report. Reporting spec Karen Muir. Live link begins still with Venture as the brave watch the rocks that are falling daily. Careless miners always fail. Keep your hands upon your credits and your eyes upon the scale. Well, of course you don't like it. Your dad didn't sing it until all you dreamt of was rocks. I swear, if you want ground zero for accidental master degrees, go to Lullabies. Still, as a mnemonic device, it got me through applied geotech. Always watch it. Watch the. Did you hit record? You son of a. Live link ends. Note: eyes upon the scale. Large scale geo manipulator suspected. Load up. Alright, that's gotta be it for tonight. I thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed as much as I did. Wish you good nights, dreams, and with this levitating booba. Look at this shadow. We're going to raid out. It's good that we're in a high regard of Vetra. Right, it's Mishana plays Cult of the Lamb again. So let's go out to raid out to her. So that's gonna do it for tonight. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed as much as I did. We're raiding It's Mishana. She's playing Cult of the Lamb. Please give her some love, and if you want to, you may join her cult. And until next time everyone, bye!